Tom Isbell wears many hats. He's an actor and a director, a playwright, and now a novelist. Welcome to the playlist, Tom.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Congratulations on the book, The Prey. Tell
Thank
me
you.
a little bit about that.
It's a dystopian book for young adults set in the future with a group of 16-year-olds who are basically fighting for their lives.
So in this book, do you take a hopeful view of the future, a cynical view of the future? How do you look at it?
I think hopeful. There is a character named Hope, so that probably gives it away right there. I mean, they're up against it, these protagonists, and but I guess for me, what's affirming about them is that they come together and find skills that they didn't know they had, and we hope prevail. I don't want to say too much. There are 3 books. This is the first of a trilogy, so they might not succeed completely in this book because they've got 2 more books of conflict ahead.
You have an extensive background in acting, in television, in film, in theater. How does that experience influence developing a character in a novel?
Similar, and I think the main thing is, all of those are storytelling, and there are different skills, I suppose, and different aspects in terms of structure, but it's a story, and so able to draw on that a lot, and the dialogue, of course, kind of comes in a little more naturally, I hope, just because of acting classes, because of writing plays and studying plays, so there's a lot of overlap and connections there.
The transition from writing a play to a novel, that's a good challenge.
The main thing for me, the transition is the writing process. The first part of writing is so solitary. It's just so utterly solitary. And then once you start moving the book to the editor and then copy editors and people who are doing book jacket designs, then it gets very collaborative as well. But there's a long extended period where it's just me and my cat, kind of looking over my shoulder saying, no, I'd strike that, or whatever she says that particular day.
Do you get advice from other authors in this community?
I get advice from anyone who's willing to give it to me, and I do have a number of readers, my wife being my first and best reader, but others as well. As soon as I finish a draft, I send it out to them, and it's people who I know are going to be really honest. And then based on that, I do another rewrite, and then I send it to readers, do another rewrite, and just keep doing that.
I'm going to take you back to the playwright. Put your playwright hat on for a second. Dear Finder is a play that you researched and wrote that has some Holocaust themes.
Right.
Do you see that coming out in the play?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think that was huge. I mean, the lesson from the Holocaust was never again, and we just haven't done the best job of learning that lesson. I mean, we keep finding out and discovering and witnessing other genocides and certainly hate crimes. And so a lot of that is borne out in this book as well.
So how did theater get in your blood, that storytelling thing? Do you think it was Mom reading you Dr. Seuss, or where does that come from?
Yeah, probably. I don't know for sure. I know that I grew up in a university town in Illinois, and my family, everyone on our block worked at the university, and so it was just natural that we would go to the theater there. And so just seeing plays, I remember that having quite a profound effect, and then doing plays, junior high, and then getting a little more serious at each place, high school, and well, why not major in it in college, and et cetera.
And do you prefer theater in that live audience? Do you prefer film? You've done all of those platforms.
I think theater, just because of that reaction you're always getting from the audience. I mean, there's just no replacing that.
You talked briefly a little bit about the energy that you get from teaching and how that feeds into the whole process. Because
the students are so willing and engaged and excited, and they bring their imaginations to class every day. I mean, I'm lucky I teach primarily acting classes, one playwriting class. So it's all about creating solutions and creative solutions. And, I mean, the mantra, it's kind of a cliche, but it's thinking creatively, working collaboratively, communicating effectively. And that's what I witness every day. And of course, that kind of rubs off on me too.
There's a fearless factor that's in there as well. Stepping out and saying, okay, I'm going to try a novel.
Right. I thought naively that actually this would be safer, that I could just write this in the comfort of my home, which you do, but then all of a sudden you send it out, and then there's another level of either rejection letters or acceptances and reviews of all kinds, and so you do have to be fearless, I think, with anything.
Anything that's important should be met with some courage and.
Absolutely.
So
and that's what the characters have to face in this book as well. Same thing.
So what is the next chapter for Tom?
Well, literally the next chapter is book 2, which is well along its way. It's with the copy editors right now, and the thing I'm working on right now is the 3rd book, and finishing a pretty decent first draft. Got a couple holes I need to figure out. But metaphorically, or in the bigger picture, it's the same. It's balancing teaching and writing, both of which I love enormously.
And how will you balance that?
I'm trying to find ways to add 24 hours more time to the day, and then I think I'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, share that secret
I
once
will.
you develop
Okay.
it. Okay.
I'll get back to you.
Book 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.